This is a very quick video about a pension issue that I'm having, and I wanted to cover off some recent news as well that is a little bit concerning. So just for some background, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve. I'm planning on selling my house next year, taking my pension when I'm 55 and using the money to then do a tour of England and possibly Europe in a caravan that we're going to be upgrading. So if you're interested in following our progress as we sort of casting off the shackles of being tied down to a house and living off grid for a while, then please subscribe to the channel. The pension issue I'm talking about is, first of all, I've got two pensions. I've got one in a SIPP, a self-invested personal pension, and I've got another one which is in a, I do manage it a little bit because it's kind of self-managed, but I'm very limited to what I can invest it in, and that's with a different company. I won't name the company just yet, but I will do if I continue to get problems. It's a defined contributions pension, not a defined benefits pension. Defined benefits pensions are usually associated with final salary pension schemes. So some old time sort of local government ones, some big institutions like banks, NHS, that kind of stuff would, councils would pay final salary schemes. Teachers' schemes are quite often final salary schemes. I don't know if many places do them nowadays, but certainly I've never had a final salary scheme. So it's a defined contribution scheme. Now, I tried moving all of that pension over to my SIPP and had met some resistance from the company I was trying to move it from by saying you have to have financial advice as per law before you take any pension that is over 30,000. At the time I didn't know as much as I do now. Now I realise that they were talking absolute rubbish, and they were obviously just trying to hold on to my pension so they can collect all the fees on it. So I'm going to be doing it again. Now if I get more resistance, I'm going to be going to the financial ombudsman and I will be naming and shaming them. So the rules are basically, if you have a defined benefits pension, so that means final salary or any kind of benefits that are guaranteed over £30,000, then, which mine is, but it's not defined benefits, then you have to have financial advice or show that you've sought financial advice from an IFA before moving it. If it's a defined contributions pension and there are no guarantees within there worth more than £30,000, there's no guarantees with mine whatsoever, let alone £30,000 worth, then you don't need financial advice at all. They might recommend it, but you don't have to. So I've submitted another request to transfer mine over and we'll see what happens. So the reason I'm doing this is there's been some changes that they are introducing, the government are introducing as a way of stealing more of your pension money, your private pension money, and that's what they want to get their hands on. Now there's something called the Mansion House Accord, which was, I believe, set up when the Tories were in, and it's where they will tell pension companies investing your pension to take 5% of that money and use it to invest in certain things. What the Labour government have now done is increase that to 10%, 5% of which must go into new startups in the UK, so UK industries and that kind of stuff. Now the cynic in me thinks that, yeah, okay, typical government, what they're going to do is those new startups will be started up by an uncle of a minister, or keep it in the family, that kind of thing. Now I've always found that when I've invested in any sort of UK markets, it's gone down rather than up, so it could put your portfolio highly at risk. I know it's only 5%, but it's it's your money at the end of the day. So if I was in a situation, now this is not advice, I'm not a financial advisor, I make that very clear on all my videos. This is what I would recommend for me, and this is what I am doing for me personally. If I was in a position where I had been working for a particular company and then moved on to another company, and I had a pension pot that was sitting with a particular investment provider or pension provider, I would be moving that out into a SIPP if I could, as long as it wasn't a defined benefits pension. And the reason being is because that pension provider will now be told that 5% of that money has to go into UK investments. Now we might not want it to go into UK investments. So what I'd want to do is I'd have it in my SIPP where I choose. They can't force me to invest in UK interests. So that again is why I'm looking to move all of my money into my SIPP where I can personally manage it. Now I am also aware that moving it all into the one SIPP with one company will take me over the 85,000 limit. So if that company went bust, I would only be guaranteed, because of the FCA rules, I would only be eligible to get 85,000 back. That is a risk I'm willing to take. I've only got 10 months left. If they go down in 10 months, I'll be very surprised. But anything could happen, and that's my choice. So again, not a recommendation. Recommendation by a financial advisor would be probably to split your money into pots of 85,000 if you have enough across different organisations. So yeah, just a really quick update. That's what my plans are, is to get my whole defined contributions pension over without having to seek any financial advice, because I know I don't have to. I will go to the financial ombudsman if I'm challenged again, and then I'll be naming and shaming the company. So the next series of videos will be around my other plans as well, what we're doing to get things rolling for next year, and also I'll give you an update on what's happening with this pension scenario. In the meantime, appreciate you watching, and I'll see you soon.